I don't think it had a. Did it have a face or?
Was Salmon P. Chase. Okay. Was issued the first $1 bill
Chase was the Secretary of the Treasury at that time, so
yeah, during the Civil War in 1862. Uncle Sam was a real dude.
Yeah, that was a character. Yeah, that was kind of known.
Nobody cares about the state of Ohio. You don't need a driver's license to compete in NASCAR. Yeah, because it's it's not a public roadway. It's a private roadway. That's why little kids can go on a go-kart track and drive go-karts, because it's not a public roadway, and those vehicles aren't registered with the DMV. Like, God, duh.
Oh, this was also known.
Yeah, Russia sold Alaska to the United States for pennies.
I think this was Lincoln's. I remember Lincoln.
2 cents per acre.
Seward, I think. I think his name was like William Seward or something. The guy who kind of led this purchase for the America.
2 cents per acre in 1867.
And they found a shitload of oil.
2 years after Lincoln, because if you remember, it said Lincoln was shot April 14th, 1865. So yeah, he probably started it during the Lincoln presidency, but
no. Well, Seward was in Lincoln's cabinets.
Like which one? Like this?
Oh, shut your stupid face.
The spice cabinet, the one you keep your flour and sugar.
Do you want me to come over there and hit you again?
Oh, why these are such a stupid. More people live in New York City than in most states. Duh.
Shocker.
Yeah, that's... New York City's like, what, almost at least 15 million, maybe even closer to 20?
No, at this time of the article, it's 8.5 million people. But, like, we just listed, like, what, 10 states that have more cows than people?
Yeah.
Like, God. This is so clickbaity. But we fell for it. We fell for it.
The fun fact, phosphorus was discovered when alchemist Hennig Brand, who was experimenting with urine, attempted to create the fabled philosopher's stone.
What?
Like from Harry Potter?
Yeah. Like the philosopher's stone.
Yeah,
that's why it went over my head.
What the book was originally called.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not based off of Harry Potter because it's been around for a lot longer, the fabled philosopher's stone through the distillation of some salts by evaporating urine, and the process created the white material that glowed in the dark and burned brilliantly.
You know what, Eric? If I let you on fire, you'd probably burn brilliantly because you're a brilliant person. As long as I glow in the
dark, I'll be fine.
You're a brilliant person. Eric, before we move on to our beer tastings, I poured you a glass of Garv sauce. Mitch Garver, catcher of Minnesota Twins, has a beer out of Omni Brewing. Omni, where are you at? Where's Omni at? Minneapolis?
Is it local?
Yeah, it's Omni Brewing.
Yeah, I think it's Minneapolis.
9462 Deerwood Lane, Maple Grove, Minnesota.
Right.
So basically, since Mitch Garber is from New Mexico, they made a dry hop cerveza. That's what it's called. So it's a Mexican-style beer using Minnesota-style hops. So basically what they're saying at Omni Brewing was Mitch Garver was created in New Mexico, but brought it into perfection in Minnesota. So that's what we tried to make our beer, was a beer rooted in like New Mexico area, with a Minnesota perfection added to it. So go ahead and try it.
Nothing in Minnesota is perfection, but we will try this beer.
The Seattle Timberwolves are about to be.
Oh my god. Well, supposedly.
Oh, we'll change them to the Sonics
in
again.
Glenn Taylor's most recent quote, they will keep the team here.
For now.
Yeah, for now. We will put in an agreement. At this point, we have a letter of intent, but we will make up the contract that will put that in there. That's no problem. That won't be a problem. I fully fucking doubt that.
Do you think?
Let's just say
a guy like Alex Rodriguez and his rich friend is going to want to stay in Minnesota?
I mean,
not a chance.
I mean, it's not impossible to believe, but let's just say that if you were to put a gun to my head and ask me to say what I think is going to happen,
bye, bitch.
Yeah, see ya.
All right, try the beer.
All right.
That's enough. I'm getting pissed about the Timberwolves. That's enough.
So this is Garv sauce.
Garv sauce from Omni Brewing.
All right, a little bit hoppy, kind of citrusy.
Yeah, That's what I thought too.
I almost Charlie Horse right there.
It's like light, but yet hoppy finish.
All right.
So like you could almost chug it, but you're gonna get like watery eyed afterwards.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that. The thing that I don't like about beer is that dryness in your like. I'm trying to drink something to not feel like my throat needs more things to drink.
I get you.
So it has the hoppiness,
Yeah.
but it's still smooth enough to be like, hey, it is refreshing. I could be outside, finally in this nice Minnesota weather.
Yeah, this is a baseball player making a summertime watching baseball type beer. This is a refreshing beer with flavor.
I could throw some back down at Target Field.
Yeah, I don't think they sell that at Target Field.
I'm just saying.
They'd be dumb if they didn't.
It'd be at that Minnesota beer
But
stand.
if you notice, the colors are Minnesota Twins, but there's nothing Twins related whatsoever on there.
Except for him.
Well,
yeah.
Of course. They're not going to get the rights to merchandising.
So we're going to pause for just a few minutes as we set up
for other tastings.
Yeah, we got 2 from this new tap house brewery that Erik went to that we're going to try out, and 2 that I saw at the local booze shop that I have not tried, Erik nor Brian have, that look good. I felt like they would fit in our wheelhouse, our type of taste for beer. So give us a couple minutes and we will be right back. Alright, so now we're all set, ready to go. Everybody's got their beer in front of them.
If that's what you call these things in front of me.
Brian, you
Yep, I got it.
Alright, chugging contest on 3. Just dump them all in one cup, and first one to finish wins.
Alright, sounds good.
It's what you call donkey juice.
Oh, gross. Who wants to juice a donkey?
Have you guys seen that Fear Factor episode?
Where they had to drink the horse semen?
Shit.
What was the one with the urine they had to drink?
It was the same one.
Oh, really? It was the semen of the urine?
It was the partners.
Oh,
One had to do one, and the other one
oh.
had to do the other.
Fuck, wasn't that the episode that got that show canceled?
Pretty sure.
Might have been.
I mean, if not that, I don't know what the fuck they would have to do to get it canceled.
Oh, Joe Rogan found work elsewhere. So.
Oh, yeah, and now he's got the most successful podcast out there, so...
I'm sure he looks back on that day as one of his finest.
He talks about it every once in a while on the show.
Yep.
Like, somebody will ask him, well, didn't you do this? And he would talk about how, like, he was surprised and didn't kill anybody. Like, one of the first episodes where he had to be drugged by a galloping horse for, like, 100 yards. And, like, you didn't have any, like, safety equipment on except for a helmet, like a hockey helmet with the full, like, bar cage on the front. And just, like, wearing, like, cowboy leather. So... yeah.
I watch that show religiously.
Yeah, it's on Hulu or something, isn't it? On Hulu?
That, Junkyard Wars.
Oh, Battle Boss. The original Battle Boss. They brought it back with Brian knows, what's his name? Chris Rose. Formerly of MLB Network. Right, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, he did that way back in the day.
Well, they brought it...
And they brought it back, I think.
Yeah, they brought it back with him. So, that's always cool.
Man, some of those shows are just... fucking awesome.
Or the original Wipeout. You know what I'm talking about? The original?
Yeah, that wasn't Chris Rose, though. That was...
Yeah, I know. I mentioned Chris Rose for BattleBots. We're talking about old shows that...
Did you guys ever see
Well,
MXC?
Wipeout's back, I think, with John Cena.
Yeah.
Most Extreme, whatever it is, that Asian show that they would go out. It was like Wipeout, but
Oh, yeah.
hell of a lot funnier.
I saw the one where they like put lubricant on like the set of stairs. It was like 7 flights of stairs.
Right.
And Aussie Man Reviews on YouTube. Yeah. He does it. Funny as hell, dude.
Is Silent Library still going on?
No, but you can get it now on Paramount Plus because they have all those old MTV shows like Parental Control.
Next.
Where the parents get to choose who they want their kid to date.
What was the Room Raiders?
Room Raiders. Next, that was always a good one.
Yeah.
Silent Library.
I think the thing with Next I always like is like they just come right off the bus.
My name's Corey. I like to surf and I do anal. Next. It was like so scripted and so crude. It was great.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. My name is Tyler. I like to read books and hold women's hands while they're going down on me. Like, shit like that.
I'm a great guy, except for this last part I'm going to add in.
Yeah, I think MTV, like, told them to say stuff like that.
Oh, you gotta think that's...
No.
Well, no, probably not, but there was probably, like, 10,000 normal-minded people or something. But no, we're going to take the 5 people that mentioned something about doing anal while watching an axe murder or something.
I think I'm going to start trying to do that. That's my pickup line at the bar. Like,
my name's Corey.
Eric.
Well, that's how it is with all these shows. You can't let the calm people on.
No,
you gotta
Eric,
let the crazy
Eric.
ones on.
Only when we're having sex.
My name's Eric. I like to go tubing, and I make sure I clean out the tubes, if you know what I mean. That's what you gotta do.
Do you know what you mean?
I don't know what I mean. It sounded funny.
It sounded sexual. So.
Yeah.
It's all right.
No, it's like the parental control.
Yeah.
I was watching it. You know, like the parents meet all the kids at like some high school on stage or whatever, one by one. They ask them questions, and like one guy was like, "Why should you date my daughter?" He goes, "'Cause I don't fuck on the first date." It's like, what the? Why would you say that to somebody's parents? Yeah, I don't fuck on the second date.
The second date, though. Oh shit!
What if that had actually been a follow-up question from the parents?
What are you gonna do on your second date?
Yeah,
hand stuff. I don't know, Mom. You want to find out?
all of a sudden, it's a South Park clip. Finger bang bang, finger bang.
There was one I saw where the guy started hitting on the mom. Like the guy he's like, well,
wasn't there like a Date My Mom type show or something, or a date like the moms or something would go out on the date with the perspective, and let's like they would tell them about the daughter or something.
That sounds familiar. Yeah,
there was something where like a guy would go on like 3 dates with like the perspective's moms or something, and like they would try to hype them up or something. I don't remember what it was called though.
Kind of get a feel of.
But it was like a Date My Mom or like something like that. So
I want Eric on that show.
Trust me, I've tried and it doesn't work.
You're not supposed to actually date the mom.
But then sometimes they would like, but like a couple of times it'd be like
I didn't care about the friends, so
yeah. But like the guy would like pick the end and it's going like, I think I'd rather have the mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was going through my head too.
Yeah, there was like one where the guy was like, the mom was like, do you think that, or looking at us, do you think that you're going to be attracted to our daughter? And the kid's like, if she looks anything like you, Mama, then hell yeah, I'm going to try to be into that. And like it was like, oh my god, dude, put your penis away.
And then at the end, they come walking through the door or whatever, then they meet in the living room.
Yeah, and then the current boyfriend or girlfriend be like, oh no, this guy looks like a fucking mole. No, I'm here to stay. You got to deal with it, Mom and Dad. Like, that shit was so scripted. It was funny as hell, though. I love it. Next.
Man, they never had... they just lost all creativity nowadays.
My name's Corey. I wakeboard and blow on your mom's face.
What is with you and the name Corey?
I don't know, because if I think of, like, mid-2000s douchebag names, I think Corey. Yeah.
I always come up with Tyler.
Or Bryce.
Or Trey. Clay.
Clay, yeah, that's not Clay Matthews. I don't think he's a douchebag.
No, you never know. He's a professional.
I never met him in person,
sake,
so I can't.
I'm sure there's others we could come up with here, but let's move on.
Brian.
Yep, douchebag.
Yep. All right, so right now we got 4 partial beers in front of her face. All we did was take one can. Well, in 2 of them it was a growler and divided them up between the 3 of us. And they're all Minnesota local. They're not all Twin Cities local, especially this first one.
That's because we couldn't afford to travel out of state.
Yeah, well, we're trying to focus on Minnesota beers. But if any out-of-state listeners...
buy local. How about that?
If any out-of-state listeners want to send us anything that we can't buy from their favorite brewery out here, go right ahead. Eric will stand in front of the mailbox and wait. So, 3 weeks later,
I'll still be there.
It's just Eric shivering in the rain at night.
Hey,
when's the beer gonna get here?
I see a UPS truck and slowly drives by.
All of a sudden, out of pity, we DoorDash him some beer or something.
It has arrived.
All right, so this first one is Duluth Golden Ale from Blacklist Brewing.
Now, this is the one on our left here, right? In the
my left is your right.
Should be the lightest looking one.
Okay.
Yep. The Duluth Golden Ale.
Why is it labeled Lakeville Brewing?
Yeah, they're in